In April 2025, this Shopify brand was making over $80,000 a month from Google. And now in March of 2026, that number is over $220,000 a month. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what we did to make that happen. So as I said, this store has gone from $83,000 a month to $223,000 in just under 12 months, so April to March. And this is actually a sequel basically to a video I made ages ago showing the first 90 days of growth. We got them to 127K, all from SEO in the first 90 days. So you can go check that video out to see what we did at the start of it. But basically I wanted to show what we've done this whole 12 months to get to this point, basically get to these results. And so we can see here everything that we did at the start. But what have we done since that 90-day period to help it go to $223,000 a month? And it's looking like it's not slowing down. We're going to continue to grow that. So basically, I want to show you in this video exactly what we've done. And what we have done is link building, content optimizations, blog content, and then just compounding results. So we'll go through that now. So as I said, in under 12 months, this has become the most dominant revenue channel for this store. And it wasn't always like that. They were spending lots on ads, and they still are, yet they aren't relying on those ads as much because we have got them such a profitable channel in SEO through all this SEO work that we've done. And so what we've done since that 90-day period to continue to achieve these amazing results, first is link building. Now, link building, as we know, is crucial to SEO. It's what you need to do to actually show up and have an authoritative website on Google. But what we do differently is actually focus on high quality links. Now I say that's differently because unfortunately there's a lot of people that would just focus on the quantity of links and not necessarily the quality. An example here is we've accumulated about 170 high quality links from 22 different sites. So really 22 kind of high quality websites are linking to my client's site. And compared to our competitors who have 2 to 3 times more backlinks, like they have thousands of backlinks, but out of that, they only have like 5 to 7 high quality domains. And so this is why we're starting to outrank them, even though they've been doing SEO for a lot longer, because we're getting much better quality links to this site. They cost more money, that's absolutely true, but the results proven here are absolutely worth it. And the main reason that we've been getting those results is a quality link for us is a link that's actually distributed from a relevant website. There'll be a lot of people that will get websites that are, say a food blog and link it to a fitness store. Like, it doesn't really make sense. And so we've been getting very relevant links to this brand site. So maybe they're not the most, the highest DR or the most traffic or anything like that, but the relevance of those links are so much more important than those other metrics. And again, this is why we're having 22 best links according to Ahrefs that are linking to a client's website, and it's because they're relevant. It's because they're giving us good results. And then the other thing that we're doing is we're distributing those links to the homepage, blogs, and collection pages, roughly like a 40-30-30 split. So it's important not to get all your links to your homepage, but also not try and necessarily send links to your product pages or as many collection pages, because it's not natural, especially product pages. We don't actually build any links to product pages. We use our internal linking strategy to get that authority there because, as I said, it's just not natural for Google to see a link pointing to a specific product. Not saying it shouldn't be done, we've done it before and we probably still will every now and then, but this is our priority to focus on homepage links, blog links, and collection page links. And what we've done over this kind of 6 to 9 month period since the first 90 days is just slowly increase our budget on links. Now that we've got an authoritative website, they've got much more relevance. It doesn't look as unnatural to start to put more budget into your link building. So that is one of the main things that we've been focusing on in these first 12 months is to really build up the site's authority. They hadn't had any link building done before. Their site authority was pretty low. So this has been a big focus for us, is to try and slowly build that up naturally and to get some high quality domains, as I pointed out. Now, the second thing that we've been focusing on is content optimizations. Now, this site is very big. There's over 2,000-3,000 products that are all very similar. There's hundreds of collections, so there's lots of content there that we need to optimize. And so along with blog creation, which I'll get to in a second, we've also been updating anywhere from 30 to 60 kind of collections or product pages every month. And when I say updating, I mean fresh content, so new product descriptions, new collection page descriptions, and so forth, to avoid duplication, because there was a lot of that. This this brand owner, and many owners do this, just kind of copy and pasted the product template, the product page, and therefore all of this content was very similar, so it caused all these duplication issues. We've also then updated the meta tags as well along with that, and then a lot of internal links from collection pages to other collections to products and so forth. And as you can see here, this is just one short snippet of all these different volumes, all these different traffic increases, but mainly the position increases. And this is a combination of product pages, existing collections, new collections, and blog posts that are jumping up to the first, second, and third position on Google, which is bringing us more traffic to the site, but ultimately helping us get to that $223,000 a month revenue channel in SEO. So yeah, content optimizations, especially for a big site like this, it is repetitive and it does seem boring a lot of the times, which is why a lot of brands won't do it because they don't see the point. But when you have such a big site, it is more important to have unique content on all of those pages. So that's what we've been slowly getting through with this brand, and we're just going to continue to do so. The third thing we've been focusing on is actually blog content. Now, I know this might seem a little alternative in that blogs are very ancient and they're not really relevant anymore, but this brand was unique in the fact that we were able to capture a lot of middle of funnel traffic with their blog content purely because of what they sell. And so you can see here, if I zoom in a little bit more, the traffic growth for blog content. So this is all pages, all blog pages. You can see before kind of April last year, there was just, nothing happening. And since then we're getting like 50, 60 clicks a day now onto the blogs themselves, which is, maybe not necessarily adding heaps and heaps of revenue to the site, but it helps with all these other things. So first of all, it turns blogs into an actual acquisition channel. We're getting more people to the site because of that, which is great. It captures more of that middle of funnel traffic, as I said. It also acts as a landing page for backlinks. Like blogs are much more likely to get links than a product page. And so we're using these blogs to send links to, and then using our internal linking strategy to then send that authority throughout the site. As I said there, helping our internal linking strategy. And what this does is it just boosts the entire site and boosts all these other pages. So if we have a blog and we link to 3 or 4 collections and we link to 10 different products, all those pages get the authority from that high quality link that we've achieved. And so we're seeing this in real time. You see the growth there on the chart, and you can see the revenue growth has continued as well as a result. And what this also does is it helps rank this store in AI. So in Google Overviews, in ChatGPTs, and in other things, we're starting to get more of these middle of funnel queries show up in those different AI models. And so doing blog content correctly is still relevant in 2026. And I bet it will still continue to be relevant as we go forward. And what this does is it just compounds all the results. So all of the work that we and the client has done over the past 12 months is just continuing to compound to get higher and higher returns for the brand. So we started at $80,000 in April of last year. Now we're reaching $220,000 months in March of this year, which is actually a 73x return on investment for this brand. Now, if you've heard of anyone getting a 73 return on investment or return on ad spend with Facebook ads or Google ads, please let me know, because I haven't seen it very often. But this is not uncommon in SEO. The compounding return for SEO is huge. So if you want results like this for your brand, book a call below, click the first link in the description. You can book a call with me and we can talk about if we can do this for your store as well. If not, hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something here. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time.